Yesterday's video made the point that our weather tends to delay us a bit because we can get late frosts that can do damage to the annuals that we want to plant. So here's a couple of tricks that us gardeners use to get ahead of the hunt. These are potatoes in pots. Now this is an example of what happens when the frost burns them. Thankfully it didn't do too much damage, and it hasn't actually stopped that one from growing. I'll take those damaged leaves off shortly. And all these pots are potatoes, for early potatoes, for early dinners. Now these are peas which I planted a few weeks ago, and they're coming up nicely now, and I'll wait another couple of weeks probably to make sure that they're a bit bigger. Peas are not actually frost soft. They will be okay in the frost, but this just gets us growing a bit earlier than if I'd planted them straight in the ground. They wouldn't even have come up yet because the ground's too cold, and sometimes what happens is the seeds rot off and don't come up at all if it's very cold, if the ground's very cold. So this is a way of getting ahead, and this will be one lot of planting that I shall do. There's 4 boxes there of peas. These are actually broad beans, but they haven't surfaced yet, so still waiting for them. I also will be planting directly into the ground, but it'll be towards the end of April before I probably plant peas directly in the ground, but this will be an earlier crop. And also what I do, this is the greenhouse staging, and you can see I have wrapped it in bubble wrap, 2 or 3 layers of bubble wrap, and some sheets of twin wall perspex on the top. And you can see in there some salad lettuce there. There's chilies, and there's lots and lots of tomato plants. And they do all right in there. It's better than having them indoors because they get direct light and they don't grow skinny. So that works well. Now a bit more about potatoes. We'll go up to the house and I'll show you what goes on there. Because this is a way of getting your potatoes a bit earlier. This is the main crop potatoes. And as I say, they are not frost hardy, so they will be damaged by the frost if they come up too quickly. So what we do is, I'll show you here, what we do is we find somewhere that's frost free and nice and light, and we put potatoes out like this. So those are the shoots, those are the leaves, and they will come up quickly then when you plant them. That's an important trick. These are all varieties here, different varieties, and they go in here. So not always easy to find places to put these. So these are some more, and they're all sprouting up now, getting going, getting some nice sprouts on them. Now they should be like that, dark coloured, not big long white things. And the way you get them like that is they need to be chitted in the light, not in a dark place. You can see some of these are very far on. And there's one that's got a big stem. Those are the leaves coming on the top. So they won't be too long before we plant them. That's a way of getting ahead, and seems to work okay.